Week 3 of our Blondie extravaganza.
All right, so what do we have?
So this is brown butter hazelnut
Oh, that's right.
blondes. So that's our homemade hazelnut liqueur. Recipe is elsewhere. And so for this recipe, you're going to need hazelnuts, butter, flour, salt, eggs, brown sugar, vanilla extract, and we used our homemade hazelnut liqueur, but you could also use Frangelico. So I thought I'd try that with some hazelnuts in a brown butter blondie.
Okay, so we got the basic brown butter blondie recipe. So you've got butter and sugar, brown.
No, so I brown the butter first.
Brown the butter first.
Medium heat in a frying pan, boil off all the water. As soon as the water boils off and stops sizzling, you have this brown sand in the bottom that tastes amazing. It smells amazing. You'll smell it as soon as it's ready. And then, you mix the brown sugar and the egg in a stand mixer.
Okay. Sounds familiar.
As soon as it's light and frothy, I put in the vanilla and the liqueur.
Okay, equal amounts?
Equal amounts. And then, by then, the brown butter was cool enough that I could pour it in and mix it in. While the butter was browning, though, I stuck the hazelnuts in the oven.
Oh,
So
you gave them a toast?
Well, I actually started with that to toast them first, and then ground them up a little bit in the in a food processor. Not too fine because I still wanted.
I see some chunks.
Yeah, I wanted chunks. And then you just mix it all together and stick it in a pan. And again, it's a very thick dough. Actually, it's a batter, but it looked like a dough. It was so thick. So you've got to smush it into the corners.
Smells really good. I love
Yeah.
hazelnuts.
So the texture is completely different than the caramely ones that we had, the toffee ones that we had last
So it
week.
must be part of the toffee that really...
Yeah, so the toffee last week gave us that texture. This is a little bit more cakey.
It is a little more cakey. It's very good.
Yeah.
No, hazelnuts are also called filberts and
Cob nuts.
cob nuts. I always forget cob nuts. So I'm eating the corner piece.
Yeah.
And I had this interesting discussion the other day with some of my colleagues about the edges.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, we love the edges. And I said, they usually cut the edges off when when you serve to other people, you cut the edges off and you serve them all inside pieces. And when you go somewhere, you never buy one with edge because that's, I don't know. But we all like those parts.
Every commercial shoot I've ever worked on, the food stylists cut the edges off and then steal them.
And this is our theory. This was one of the theories that someone took me actually threw out was that they do it so that they can have them for themselves because it's the best part.
Well, it's have them for themselves. They don't photograph as well, but it really is have them for themselves.
Yeah.
I like this. I really like the flavor. The hazelnut flavor really comes through, doesn't it?
So of the 3 that we've recently had, do you have a favorite?
This one.
Is it the hazelnut?
Yeah.
Is it-
Yeah, it's this one. I liked the first one with the pecans and the chocolate chips. But there's something about this hazelnut flavor that I really like.
It's just that you really like hazelnuts, perhaps. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh.
I'm off the bacon for a little while.
So everything with hazelnuts.
Yeah. Too much baking lately. Not bacon.
Well, I heard bacon.
Oh no, I'm still gonna eat bacon. If anything, I might eat more bacon. I'm off the bacon. I know that's a very Canadian thing to drop the G. Canadians drop the G. So bacon or bacon? Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah. Only savory dishes for a little while.
I think I would appreciate that a little bit. It's been a lot of sugar. So if you need to bake something, need some squares.
So make our hazelnut liqueur and make these blondies. Amazing.
Or cake. Or ice cream.
That hazelnut cake was really good.
Or
Okay, so no baking. I'm going to start making ice cream because spring's coming.